Hi everyone, and welcome to another Fusion Friday thing, and I'm sorry that it's just the line art and not the sketch, because I actually did like 90% of the line art, and I realized I never hit record, and you see the line art underneath. And I was so devastated, and honestly I'm not redoing the sketch. I like the sketch very much, and I was like, I'll at least redo the line art because I can understand liking to look at the process and not just watching me color. So yeah, I redid the line art, and that's about it. I actually don't mind that I redid it because it turned out a lot better, except for the spears. I mean, the spears, just the quality of the line was a little wonky, but at this point I was just so tired and so fed up. So here we have Padparadscha and Pearl, and their fusion actually turned out much different from my intended thingy, and I actually really don't mind that. Like, they're like this really weird, great space pirate kind of thing, which I absolutely adore. Their gem is opalite, and oh yeah, I forgot to mention, you might notice something's a little different about the thumbnail. It's something new that I'm trying out. I hope you guys like it, don't mind it. I was kind of getting bored of the old ones, and I was like, oh, they're so static and boring, and I want to try something new. So yeah, anyway, back to the important things. They're like this weird space pirate thing, and while I was drawing them I was like, damn, are you like Eridan, Ampora, and Vriska just like fused? Because like they're this really cool space pirate thing, and like the harpoon spear things they have, I was like, Eridan, is that you? Speaking of like Eridan, hi Swap, hello, how are you? Anyway, their spear things actually act like missiles, and I was talking with my friends about this. I was like, they're missiles because of like Padparadscha's like current vision, now vision, whatever the hell. It gives them direction of where to go, so they're like harpoon missiles, and it's so cool. My original kind of idea for this was just sort of like a down-to-earth or not down-to-earth, but like a very annoyed neighbor or something, whereas my friends and I were talking like mom, teenager, and then we're like aunt, that's right, this is where we're looking for. And yeah, and since I was going with the theme of like space pirate, I wanted to give her a peg leg, but then my friend Kim was like, no, use this thing. And you actually see the reference in the sketch process, but look at me, an idiot who didn't record it. I'm such an idiot. And she gave me this thing from what was it, Kings Road or something? I don't know. It was this lady, and she had like these weird leg thingies, and they were like weird spear things, and I was like, whoa, that's really cool. I don't know what's happening, and like you can hop on them or something. I don't know, it was pretty cool, so I used that. I'll like put up where the reference thing is, but yeah, thanks Kim. Yeah, I just really liked how this turned out. I was talking with Minty, the person we tortured during the Furtron video. I was talking with her about what kind of relationship they would have, because I had no idea. We just kind of established that I feel like Pearl would be a little annoyed with Padparadscha, I think. Like, she wouldn't go out of her way to hang out or anything. With Pad, maybe? I'm not sure, but they make a badass fusion. I'd say they're kind of like Sugalite, where they're stable as a fusion, like they can stay together, but their personality is very womp. You know? Oh, you can see the previous sketch, the line art thing. I'm so sad and hurt. Anyway, so yeah, like their personality is more unstable than like their actual self is. Like I'd imagine more that they're very bossy, I suppose, kind of self-centered, kind of not self-centered, but they aren't very tolerant, I'd say, of like a lot of things. They're just kind of shoot harpoons first, ask questions later. I don't care about your feelings. Let's just get this over and done with. I feel like that's their constant mood. Let's get this over and done with, and just be cool. I'm not too sure what to say about this fusion, because I know a part of me was like, what if they were just like really nice and sweet and stuff? But then Pearl's pretty badass. And we saw that Padparadscha, while she was a space pirate with Lars, she was doing pretty good, so I was like, space pirate for the win, yeah, let's go, let's go. So I just love this gem as like a warrior thing. I think it's really cool. And I wanted to do it maybe, like, when I was choosing the gem, I kind of wanted to do like I did with the last Pearl and Sapphire fusion, which was Serpite, or whatever, however you pronounce that, like, what was it? Azurite? Yeah, Kerpite Azurite or something like that. And I wanted to do Kerpite Chrysola or something. I think it's like something like in the same family of gems or something along the lines of that. So I wanted to do that, but then Kim also showed me Opalite, and I was like, that matches their colors more, so I'm gonna do that. And why not, TBH, why not? I'm not too strict on, like I try and match them up when I can if they have different variations of that gem, but if they don't, well then, gosh diddly darn. I didn't know there was gonna be another Sapphire. I didn't think ahead of time. I thought all Sapphires were just blue, but it looks like we have other different kinds of Sapphires, like Padparadscha. I wonder if like Padparadscha is like an intentional thing. Huh. Strange. Weird. Don't know. But, yeah. Opalite. It's a very pretty gem, very pretty. I kind of wanted to, maybe make it similar to Opal with like the arms and stuff, but I kind of abandoned that idea. And I also really like their hair, and their hair color is actually very similar to each other, Pearl and Padparadscha. And I think I mean, I like this fusion like completely, and I want to say one of my favorite things, but at the same time it's not one of my favorite things because I like a lot of other things. But anyway, like their cape thingy at the back, like I like how like the bow is there, and then instead of having like normal like little strap thingies, it's like this nice big cape thing, but it's not like a completely straight cape. It goes like this little joop, like, you know, that thing there, because I was kind of wanting to incorporate Padparadscha's dress thing and how it's like, you know, like a little flower fluffy thing. You know how it is. Also sorry that like there's so much stopping this recording. I was speaking with me pals. Probably should avoid doing that, especially since this recording isn't as sped up as the other ones where you don't notice the pauses that much. So yeah, because those are longer and you don't notice them, and they're like sped up more, so it fits the time period that I need to speak and say my piece and stuff. But I was an idiot and forgot to record some of the bits, so very frustrated, very angry. Actually, I think this is the third fusion of Padparadscha, like as her being the host gem, I do believe. And last time Pearl was fused with Sapphire, I think she was also like the third one, and that's like pretty cool coincidence. Or maybe she was the second one, I don't know. It was one of the first ones, and these are one of the first ones, so it's fine. I actually like compared the two like side by side on a separate canvas just for myself, and wow. Just how things have progressed and how I've improved in line art and quality. I feel like there's a certain charm to the other one that I utilize in my other art, but in terms of what I set out to do, which was improve at line art and cell shading, I do believe I quite improved it, and I do believe I got to a point where I am quite consistent with the style and kind of the approach that I go with it, which was really also my goal, because I still do, but not as much anymore. I have a problem with consistency, and a lot of my things don't look consistent, especially when I'm like drawing comics order. It's like, what the hell is consistency? But with this, it's like such a good practice to do that, and I'm really glad that it's turning out how it is, and you know, I'm just really glad that I went into this for line art and stuff, and I'm so glad to see how I've improved. It's just quite good, it's quite nice. Padparadscha's like set of fusion so far, I have absolutely adored every one of them, and it's quite strange because I was feeling very burnt out during the summer when I was kind of avoiding Fusion Friday. And coming back to these now, it's so refreshing and it's so nice, and I enjoy them now. Like I mean I've always enjoyed them, but I guess there was a little bit where I was a little sick of them. I was a little, like I said, I was a little burnt out, and I was a little I don't want to do this kind of thing. But I think that break from Fusion Friday and just allowing myself to do other things like animate and stuff really just kind of helped me get back into the groove of it, and I feel refreshed and good. So, you know, it's all good. And yeah, I think that's most of the things that I have to say. I guess going back a little bit more on the thumbnail, I hope that you guys like the change. I really, the other one that I had was a little outdated, and I'm going to change all the Fusion Friday thumbnails soon to match with the new style of the thing that I'm gonna be using. And I really hope that you like it, because yeah, I just I didn't like the other one. It was not very nicely drawn, some of it, and I don't know. It's but I feel like with this one it'll be better. So let's hope for that. Yeah. And hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Yeah, bye bye.